Shalom, all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kakadash, double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone. Excitation, Joachim, teach all truth and sincerity. This is gonna be called the famine of the word, because there is a famine of the word that's been talked about for years to come, and it's soon. It's really on its way now, more than ever, uh, because they're taking our videos off. They're canceling pages. They're putting up restrictions on the videos that we post. So that feminine word is vastly approaching, you know. So and also there's gonna be a literal famine in America and other parts of the earth. There's already been a famine in I believe South America, Venezuela, I believe Brazil, other parts of South America. There's been signs of a famine because Esau, um, because Esau and the um, the systems that are set in place are being one. They're their societies is falling, and their their uh, their way of living is falling. You know, because the stores and the food shortages. You know, like it said, like certain people in Venezuela had to eat out of garbage cans. Had to eat the wild animals that were down there. It's a literal, it's a literal famine, you know, down there. You know, um, Salakia. This is Amos 8:11. It says, "Behold, the days cometh." No, behold, the days come, save Yahweh power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So these there's gonna be a literal famine, but there's also gonna be a famine of the word, and that means the prophets, the men of the Lord, the elder apostles, great millstone, the men of the Lord are here now. Slocky, I got tongue tied. The men of the Lord out here on the highways and byways who are preaching and teaching this word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. We're gonna be off the streets, not prophesying no more. Soon to come. Once they shut down the internet and they take us off the streets, we're not gonna be out there anymore prophesying. We're gonna Lord willing, be on our way to the wilderness. Um, Lord willing, we be in hiding. You know, like it says in Psalms 91, those that dwell in the secret place of the Most High shall abide in the shadow of the Almighty. The Most High shall protect those men that were that stood stiffly for his word, you know, and prophesied to the highways and byways week in and week out, you know. Um and Lord willing, um uh Lord willing, I'm part of that number, and to be protected in that day, you know, from the all hell breaking loose. But because like it says in Isaiah 33:6, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation, the fear of Yahweh is his treasure. So those that, like it said in scripture, stood stiffly for the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahshua, preached the word in season, out of season, week in, week out. Those men, Lord willing, will be off the streets, not prophesying when all hell breaks loose. When Jacob's trouble is going on, those men will be basically calm in that day. When a person sees a man of the Lord, they'll know because he's not bugged out when all hell breaks loose. He's calm, he's collected, he knows what's going on. While he 2/3 will be bugged out, will be going through all hell, in that day. But it's gonna be a little famine of the word, and people are gonna be looking for those men out that were prophesying on highways and byways. You're not going to either find them, or if you do find them, those men are not going to say anything to you, or they may tell you to go left, or they're not going to preach what is written in the scriptures to you. I'm going to read Amos 8:12. It says, "And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east, and they shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh, and shall not find it." So they're going to be looking for those men that were prophesying, those men that were in those, they call our garments dresses. They're going to be looking for those men in dresses. Cause I had a uncle of mine. Well, not just my uncle. I had my father and my uncle called my garment a dress. Called my garment a dress, and I didn't say nothing. I stood quiet because, I told him it wasn't a dress. It's not a dress. And my garment's not a dress. We wear rough garments and not dresses. But anyway, they're gonna be looking for those men in dresses, and they're gonna say that. And they're going to look for men with beards, prophesying, and they're not going to find them. Not going to find those men prophesying on the highways and byways no more. When all hell breaks loose, when Jacob's trouble is enacted, and the famine of the famine of the word is in effect. This is Amos 8:13. "In that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst." And it's gonna be like it said. This word is food. It's it can feed you spiritually, and it can fill you up with it. It will quench your thirst spiritually. So it can feed you spiritually, quench your thirst spiritually. These people are going to be thirsting for the word in that day, but by that time it's going to be completely too late. So I'm going to go back to that point. I'm going to go to Amos 5:13 when I said that if you see a man of the Lord, it says that this is Amos 5:13. "Therefore the prudent shall keep silence in that time, for it is an evil time." So if you see a man of the Lord, he's not going to really say anything to you if you see him, because it's going to be an evil time. It's going to be a time like no other. When all hell breaks loose and they're kicking us off the street corners from prophesying, in that time, those men that were prophesying are going to be, Lord willing, be guided to a destination away from all hell breaking loose. And those that see them, if it's on that man's spirit to tell you something in that day, then it's on his spirit to tell you something. But if it's not on his spirit to tell you something, he's not going to say anything to you. I'm gonna go to Psalms. I'm gonna go to Psalm 74 and 9. In Psalm 74 and 9, it says, "We see not our signs. There is no more any prophet, neither is there any slacky, neither is therefore among us any that knoweth how long." So the reason why I brought this out is because it says We see not our signs. So the men of the Lord out here on the highways and byways is a sign. Uh, um, is a sign of the of that's a sign that the kingdom is going to be taken down. Um, it's a sign because every kingdom that's fallen, the prophets have prophesied against it. You know, it says, "Therefore is no more any prophet, neither is there among us any that knoweth how long." So the men of the Lord are going to be completely taken out those amongst these people, and there's not going to be a prophet among them. When all these signs come to pass, all these things come to fruition, then they will know that the prophets, a prophet, were amongst them. You know, um, I'm gonna go to Psalms 107, 107 and verse 33. This is Psalms 107 verse 33. It says, "He turned rivers into a wilderness, and the water springs into dry ground. A fruitful, a fruitful land into barrenness for the wickedness of them that dwell therein." So the Most High is going to destroy this kingdom off the face of the earth. Like it says in Hosea, was he angry against the rivers? He's going to completely obliterate this kingdom off the face of the earth. He's going to turn this land, this rivers, into a wilderness. The water springs are going to be dried up. The fruitful land is going to be turned into a barrenness, which is going to be turned into a desert. This place is going to be turned into a complete desert wasteland for the wickedness of them, for the wickedness of these wicked people of Esau, Edom. Number one, he's the wicked. He's in rulership, and this is his kingdom. So this place is going to be destroyed by violence and by fire. You know, but the wickedness of the people in rulership, and the wickedness of the 2/3 of our people, and the rest of you heathen wicked people amongst Esau and our people. You know, it's gonna be this place gonna be destroyed because of the wicked deeds of Esau and the 2/3 and the heathen. You know, and it's time for Esau's kingdom to be destroyed anyway. But the Most High is gonna destroy his kingdom off the face of the earth. You know, my next scripture I'm gonna get is my last one is Psalms 19 and 80. No, Psalms 119. Salakia. Psalms 119 and 81. This Psalms 119:81 says, "My soul fainted for thy salvation, but I hope in thy word." So, so our my soul fainted for thy salvation, but I hope in thy word. And we have hope in Yahweh Shem Shai, word that will receive the salvation and will get delivered. And those that don't, faint and be weary, and don't have faith, you shall be destroyed. So I'm gonna say all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, Bashem Karkadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, Great Millstone, and citation I can teach all true sincerity, and Shalom.